location was.
All right.
Everybody was waiting for you. Oh, you were late.
I was up here bastard first.
Yeah, but you were up here last.
Okay, can we have the room empty, please?
Right, room.
And the door closed?
Silence, door closed, shut up, sit still. Next.
Oh, ouch.
What's the t-shirt you're wearing?
Dave Lee Roth.
Let's see.
Any comments?
I've been out with girls who are not as pretty as him.
Is this on film now?
Yeah, sure.
No, all these lights are, you know, on the cameras and all
I
that.
don't know.
It's just for soundtrack.
Alright, this week we're starting the Friday night bootleg a little early to bring you a fabulous Halloween night special. Metalheads and thrashers, get ready. This week we bring you Motörhead in words and pictures.
Yes, words and pictures, boys and girls. In the privacy of your own home.
But before we begin the interview, let's hear the claw from Motörhead's latest LP, Orgasmatron.
Do the claw.
And then we're back.
No, really? How's that?
You're listening to WEJY 97.5 FM, and we're back with Motörhead.
Claws never sounded so good.
Now, each of the band, this is actually a new band.
3 years old.
3 years. First time for us.
So we did this last year. Should have been around last year and the year before then.
Right. So why don't you give us a little introduction, you know, tell us a little about yourselves.
Okay, this is Pete. Pete, this is Phil. How do you do?
Hi, I'm Pete. Phil. And that's Len.
Phil. I'm Phil. I'm Wes.
And we played a band together.
Okay. Do you have any problems with the name for the latest LP, Orgasmatron?
No.
No, it's truly orgasmic.
No, I can spell it really well.
Yeah. Who thought of the name?
Yeah, why not?
No, who thought of it?
What's wrong with it?
No, I don't think anything's wrong with it, but here in the States, the PMRC's jumping down everybody's throat that comes up with something.
I thought they weren't into that.
No.
I'm sure everyone likes orgasms anyway.
There's nobody likes orgasms. Well, how do you think Jesus came to this very earth? Immaculate Conception. Imagine the orgasm they got.
With bands like Rat or Motley Crue, who seem to be more image-oriented than music-oriented, Motörhead seems to be something rather special.
We have got an image.
Yes,
Our own image.
Yeah.
Horrible image.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys see your lack of a flashy image to be an advantage or a disadvantage?
It's just how we are.
Well, I can't really get a job in Motley Crue, otherwise I would.
Yeah, we don't have to spend so much money on clothes.
I can't be bothered keeping them all clean, all them pastel shades and stuff. I mean, black don't show the dirt for ages.
I've got nothing against them bands. I think they're really good bands, but so many bands look like that nowadays. Nobody looks like us. So in that case, I think it's a good image.
If you got like 2 or 3 out of Bon Jovi, Poison, there's a couple more of them bands. I've been seeing them all these lists on. And you could just swap them around, nobody even notice.
Rat.
Rat, yeah. All them bands, you could just swap them over and nobody would know half the time. So I figured you couldn't swap any of us.
Los Angeles bands, all the haircuts are exactly the same. Like.
Yeah, you go to the Rainbow, it's like constant Bon Jovi walking past you.
Yeah.
200 Bon Jovis.
There are still...
Not that I have anything against John, you understand? John's a fine person, loves his mother, used to bring her flowers every day.
There's still some people that view Motörhead as kind of a sinister black metal band. Any replies?
Yeah, they're tough. What shall I say? If they listen to music and they don't know who was playing it, maybe they like it, right? But if they listen to the image that the media puts forth a lot of the time, then screw them.
They think
it's
it's
got a brain anyway.
A sinister black metal band. They're living on another planet, I reckon.
Yeah, we don't sing any of that black metal garbage. We don't sing about the devil and,
you know,
cut the head off the Lord.
Yeah, saw your mother up. We don't sing about that.
I noticed you guys don't have the full stage tonight. It must be a little frustrating for you especially, let me after...
Yeah, I knew a little, because I knew what Hardboys was like anyway.
I mean, like 11 or 12 years now into this band, and Motörhead's never really broke big in the States. Is that frustrating?
Well, it's not frustrating, because it was obvious that it was going to be that way, because we never been able to come over here for long enough. at a time. We only do a month and 6 weeks here.
We're hoping to change that.
It's been rumored that this album's going to do for you what Eliminator did for ZZ Top here in the States.
I doubt it's going to make us $15 million, man.
Well, makes us no beards, you know.
Right. Or you know, stop us walking about in time. No, I think this album's the best shot we've had here so far. It's already sold more than any other album. I just hope that people would listen to it. You know.
Do you think that's
a lot of people wouldn't listen to it because it's one of those heavy metal bands, you know.
Do you think that the large sales are due to the recent resurgence of heavy metal?
No, I think it's because it's a good album. It's been pushed well. I mean, I don't know what the stigma is about heavy metal with the business, you know, because it's one of the most popular forms of music in the world. And it's one of the longest lived as well.
It's always been there.
It's been going for years. I mean, the first ones that ever played it was something like probably Deep Purple early on. That was back in 1970, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the beef about it?
Yeah.
There's some of the best musicians you'll ever find playing in heavy metal bands too. Some of them guitars knock the shit out of most of them guys who are supposed to be better. Who are always an international musician and stuff, you know. So I don't understand it, everybody. Listen up.
On the new album, Built for Speed sounds a little like On the Road. What made you change it around?
It's exactly like On the Road. It's the
Yeah,
same
it's
song.
the same song.
Words.
Doing chorus.
Yeah.
Change the words. You see. Change the words.
Well,
I sing an amalgamation of both sets of lyrics now to confuse you even further.
Oh. And on that note, let's hear Built for Speed from Motörhead's latest album, Orgasmatron. And remember, you've got it on WEJY 97.5, the only station that matters.
Yes, Reggie TV folks.
You've got it on 97.5 FM WEJY, and for a special Halloween treat, we're talking to the one and only Motörhead. Brian Robertson was your previous guitarist.
Yes, he was.
And he has said in the media recently that Motörhead had no class before he was in the band, and has had no class since he left the band. Any comments?
I suppose that's why he's doing so well now that he's left the group. And why he was doing so well when I picked him up out of the gutter and gave him a job. Are you sure he said that?
Yes, it's in the new issue of Guitar World.
That doesn't mean he said it.
No.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, you know, I get along with Brian much better when I'm not in a band with him.
We all get along with Brian, great.
And
He came to see us at Hammersmith, didn't he?
Yeah, we only hit him twice, I think.
yeah, Andrew's good shot. Wasn't he?
He only fell over 4 times.
The thing with Brian, see, is that he doesn't understand about being in a band. He understands about playing guitar, all right? He's a wonderful guitar player, but he has no idea what is needed to be part of a band.
A band is a band.
He didn't try very hard to slot into this one.
Yeah, I've read some older interviews where he
He
seems
always dressed
like,
differently on stage to stand out, you know, this is me over
stand
here
out,
and them
yeah.
over there, you know.
but it seemed to me, I read some of the interviews with him before, and it seemed like he was trying to be, trying to add
Guest
something.
artist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
too bad for Brian, he's guest artist with the support band on the Bob Seger tour now.
I don't know, it always seemed to me like Brian thought he was doing the band a favour.
Then he wasn't really, because when you get on stage and the guy starts the same song 3 times,
What's
it's
it
not
like?
much of a favour, is it?
But I like him, he's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
What's it like having 2 guitar players in this band now as opposed to 1?
Well, they're much
Always
shorter,
was.
you see, so it's just like
Added together and they make
Two
one.
to make up the height of the It's loud.
Brian wasn't very tall, was
It's
he?
not playing stilts.
They play on stilts for the audition.
He once had a photograph taken on the telephone book.
What about their ages? Yeah, both of them.
Lied about everything.
He said he was older and he said he was younger, it was great.
Okay, now it's time for some raunchy fun.
Raunchy fun?
Each of you, one at a time, tell us your favorite road story. And remember, we can edit out anything later on that we need to edit out. So
Well, that
give
takes
it
care
to
of that.
us.
Should we carry on with the rest of the question then? Go on then.
That's it then.
What about Sydney? Me and Phil, with throwing buckets of boiling hot water from the 11th floor, I think, on the passers-by.
We were bored. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. nobody walking dogs. Like, they don't believe in cruelty to animals. Just
Cruelly to people, we believe
Just
it.
human beings. Like,
It's great,
they
there's all this steam going down all the way. And we're flying out to
Well, now
this-
come back and hold in, you got another one.
How about you, Lemmy? Any road stories you'd like to tell us?
Well, I wouldn't like to tell you any, but if you're asking for one, I will.
I'm asking.
I once got this young girl in Rochester, New York,
How yeah?
and the place next to the gig was like the roof came right down to the ground, right, because it was set down in a depth. And I was looking for somewhere to be, you know, alone in heat with her. So we went up on this roof and we was behind the chimney stack with our trousers on our ankles. And suddenly 5 torch beams hit me, the fucking road crew were all over. So we climbed down out of there, bastard and all that, you know, and we got back into the gig, and then we were getting hot again, so we went out looking for another place. So we avoided the road crew this time. We went to a weed patch at the back. Broke through the back of the wardrobe to get out of it. Come out through the back. That's right, I'd forgotten that. That's beautiful.
Throwing up. I remember in Belgium when I had that, the night, I mean the morning after the night before, I had a terrible hangover, and this chick says, oh, drink this tomato juice to make you feel better, so I whiffed that down. I could feel it coming up, and I threw up this bright red all over the carpet in reception. And the manager was going to throw us all at the hotel.
Looked like a lung hemorrhage.
Phil?
This isn't technically a road story. It happened on the first day we recorded Orgasmatron album. First time I was beginning with Bill Laswell and Jason Casaro, and this old lady came up to me and she was saying, "Are you Phil?" I thought she was something to do with the studio, like the owner's mother or something. I said, yes, yes. All of a sudden, she opened her fur coat like this. She had 62-inch boobs, right? She pushed me right down in front of her and started singing songs in my ear. And she took off her leotard and she was hitting me with the right boob, like, singing on top of her voice. And it was Lem paid for a grottogram. Cost him about 35 quid, I think.
It was worth every penny.
Bill Laswell, he's trying to get the drum sound together with Jason, like we've only just been in a few hours, and he's turning around. This woman singing these songs like and hitting me with her tits.
On that happy note, let's hear Ace of Spades from the Ace of Spades LP. We're back on WJY with Motörhead.
Yes, we are.
And I would like to ask you guys, are there any plans for videos or anything like that from the new album or tour?
If people offer us money to make videos, we're sure, yeah.
You mean record company?
Do anything for money?
Anything.
No, I was thinking of the, you know, J.C. Penney's man.
The Salvation Army. The Salvation Army.
McDonald's have offered us to do a deal for as long as there's burgers in the video.
Yeah, we're going to have motor burgers with razor blades in them.
For Halloween.
Why not? Trick, that's the trick. The treat is we get you hospitalised.
Just out of curiosity,
Moving right along.
Yes. Just out of curiosity, Lemmy, what was the first song you wrote and how did that come about?
The first song I wrote was The Watcher. Because I was speeding and I couldn't go to sleep, so I thought I'd do something, so I did that. I've been reading about flying saucers, I was impressed.
When you...
a lot of my songs are actually about the hopelessness of the human race, you know. I mean, we don't deserve anything. We didn't even deserve the wheel. You know what I mean? We don't deserve anything, no preferential treatment. And I'm quite sure that the human race is going to go funk one day quite soon, and there's nothing we can do about it, that's what I believe. But you mustn't lose your sense of humour, you know?
When you write a song for Motörhead, do you ever feel constricted by the band's style?
No.
He doesn't write all the songs anyway. We all write the songs, and we improve straight on that, folks. Len writes all the lyrics. And
That's right. Because nobody sums things up quite as well as him in one sentence. Just because paid me $50 to say that. Yeah.
No, I haven't paid you yet, though.
we don't go in with any like ideas about it. We just thrash it out. We have long periods of inactivity. It's a big word there, boys. And then we decide, right, we're going to work, and then we go in, and everybody gives 479% effort. And we get things sorted, and then we stop and don't do anything for days. And then when we decide, we go back in again.
It's just part of growing up and being a Motörhead.
There's no preconceived like ideas. We're not going to write a hit single and now. We just write songs as they are.
Well, we don't write unless we've got something to write for. It's not working, is it?
No.
Well, no.
Now, I noticed you guys are touring with the Cro-Mags. A lot of people would consider them. A lot of people would consider them a hardcore band.
Yes, they would.
Skinhead
I wonder
band.
why that is.
Wow.
It's had long hair.
And would you guys consider yourselves a metal band or a hardcore band or a hybrid of the two?
I consider us Motörhead, really.
We just play rock and
Rock and
roll.
roll.
We don't care about the
Motörhead
categories
music.
that people have to use about us in order to make it easier for them to find the rack that we fit in.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a shit about
This is
that.
Motörhead, and
We're
this is-
Motörhead, we play what we play. If you like what we play. If you hear it, come and see us. If you don't, get out of here. You know, I don't give a damn.
And with that, let's hear the title track from the band's latest LP, Orgasmatron.
Orgasmatron. Jimmy Swaggart, this is your line.
You're listening to WEJY, and we're back with a WEJY exclusive, Motörhead in Their Own Words. You guys have a very loud sound on the album. What kind of settings do you use live? Are you...
Everything on 14.
Everything louder than everything else.
Yeah, that's our motto. In fact, we've got t-shirts that says so.
I heard a rumor that you guys had played some places earlier on this tour where the stages collapsed.
That's rubbish.
Is it not true?
Played in '84 with the ceiling collapsed in
Cleveland, yeah.
Cleveland,
That's
Ohio.
what it was. What happened there?
Ceiling
collapsed.
I mean, was it because of the volume?
Yeah, I think so. There's no ceiling.
I don't know. There may have been people dancing up there. I didn't see them go up the stairs.
We got the blame for it anyway. They unplugged it during the last number, so it
I think it was the
crashed.
promoter up there with the pickaxe. He wanted the insurance, you know. He tried to sue us for it too, right?
Let me, if you had to describe this band in one word to someone who had never heard of Motörhead, what would it be?
Upstanding.
Why?
Why not?
Can we stand up?
Because we stand up and play.
You
No, all right. Reptilian. You know, I mean, prehensile.
Rapscallion.
Prehensile. There's a word for you.
That's a word, isn't it?
Who can spell prehensile? First 10,000 correct answers get thrown in a bucket.
The word Motörhead's also slang for someone who does a lot of speed. You guys party a
Not
lot?
necessarily. It's also somebody who motor mouth.
That's
Talks
true.
a lot.
You guys,
It's also somebody who drives very recklessly.
Yeah.
yeah. You guys party a lot though.
Oh, we do, don't we?
We don't get a chance around the bus usually.
Yeah.
We would be now if we weren't doing this interview.
We find that 15-year-old girls are scared of us these days, whereas in my youth when I was prettier, I used to get 13-year-olds with the bodies of 8-year-olds sometimes.
You were the only member that's with the band now that was in the band when they did covers of ZZ Top's Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers
Oh, right,
and
sure.
the Yardbirds' Train Kept Rollin' and the Kingsmen's Louie Louie.
And the birds leaving here.
Yeah. Were they done to please the record company or were they just songs that the band liked?
Songs that we liked. When we first started, we had to beef it up a bit. We hadn't been writing much.
We don't do anything to please the record company.
Yeah, we don't do
They
anything.
don't do much to please us either.
Yeah, right.
You still play any covers live?
No.
Nothing? Okay. Is
We
State...
were going to cover, what was that Denise Williams number? Remember, we were going to cover that, right?
Old Man River with
Old Man River, yeah.
Is,
White Christmas.
I who have nothing.
is Stay Clean an anti-drug song?
Yes,
What made you write that?
because I'm anti-heroin.
Oh, anti-heroin.
We're all anti-heroin.
We're all anti-heroin.
If anybody's on our tour, we find out heroin, we kick them to death.
depending on how I feel, I'm sometimes anti-Alice.
Anti-heroin, I hate my Rutherford.
Yeah. Pizza the rabbit food.
Pete, you used to be in Saxon.
Saxon.
Oh my God. Yeah, quite proud of it.
What are the advantages and disadvantages comparing Saxon to Motörhead?
The advantages are, I get on with these guys and I love playing in the band. The disadvantages are that I've not been paid my royalties yet from Saxon.
Plus, he's fed up with playing in an all-girl band. Excellent.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I saw
Biting
Saxon.
words. How the devil are you?
What type of crowd do you like better, the headbangers or the stage jumpers?
Capacity.
Capacity and on the people who pay the money.
But a lot of people here at Harpo's are going to be skinheads and doing stage jumping and slam
But they have a
dancing.
job to get up there, haven't they?
No, we're not too keen on that actually.
No.
I mean, it's a bit ridiculous.
I don't mind.
There was a lot of stage
I don't
jumping
mind
on the
stage
side.
diving actually. I don't mind that at all really, as long as they don't bash into the mic stand when I'm trying to sing, because these teeth cost $2.5 grand, right? And if anybody throws anything on the stage when we're playing, we go, we leave, we don't come
I had a
back.
big fireworks thrown at me at Donington Festival.
I had a knife come across the stage once in San Francisco
I
a
heard
couple of years
about
ago. Well, it ain't fair, you know, I ain't going to put up with it, and I don't like being spat on either. I mean, if any of that shit happens, we're just going to leave.
Where's that lobster thermidor thrown at him?
Aye, it's a
So
fried
that-
egg on top.
And last question for Lemmy. How did you get the name Lemmy?
I don't know, it was an accident really, I suppose. I never found out how I got it. I tried to make a joke out of it a few years ago. I said, let me quit till Friday. I had these t-shirts made up and it's been backfiring ever since. That's what you wanted me to say, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now it's got up to Lemmy
your
20
last-
bucks.
Your last question was rubbish. Because I've said it in 10,000 interviews and you should have known that already. I think you asked me the same question in the interview last year. So, one wonders why it's in
That's the question.
an update.
They're the same questions.
They're all the same questions at
See, the
last.
paper just gets yellow. It's the same question.
Well, you should keep it in your trouser pocket.
What's she doing up there?
Any last words for this
Yeah,
interview?
Look.
Dinosaur.
Said,
Who's buying the drinks?
Swaziland.
estava fragilmente textualizoso.
Cacophony. How about cacophony? Right?
That'll work. Thank you very much.